I've been there, and I know a lot of people that have been there. And if you're coming in, the title of this video is most likely male loneliness, yeah? Or lonely as a male, something along the lines of that. And it's like, when you're in that place where you feel lonely and you feel alone in this world as a man, it's a challenging space to be in, because no one cares. That's the truth. No one cares. And you're in this dark place. Like, you don't know how you're gonna get out of it. I don't know whether to call it a deep depression or whatever. It's just this feeling of not fitting in, not belonging, not having deep connections. And there's one thing that helped me in this, yeah? And through sticking to this, I was able to find myself back on my feet and keep moving, yeah? Even when things were dark, yeah? Find myself on my feet, and it's allowed me to just realize that the connection that needs to be built internally whilst you're in this place, you know? Other than this, I wouldn't have been able to build it, you know? So what I want to do, I'm gonna go deeper in, and then we'll uncover this. Like, if you are dealing with loneliness as the problem, I see you, and I just want you to know that there is a way out, yeah? So let's get into this. What's going on? My name is Christopher Daniels, and I help people to overcome self-sabotage and live a purpose-driven life. And I do that both through mindset coaching and content creation, yeah? So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about male loneliness and how you can move past and move and overcome it and really understand what's going on, what's happening for you, yeah? Before I even get into it, I just wanna say welcome to those of you that are new here, and welcome back to those of you that have been here before. So yeah, let's get into it. Literally, for me, I think it's been a thing. I've had quite a lonely journey in terms of doing things on my own. Age of 16, moved out, so was in Bristol. I'm originally from London, and that was the first time in which I kind of experienced it. And there's just been parts within secondary school, my transition from primary school to secondary school, I was the only one that moved over from my primary school. Normally you get a few people that are in there that help you with that transition, that move, but no one helped me. So there's a lot of transitions that I had that I didn't really have people about. And there's just this feeling of, okay, cool, I need to merge in here, I need to merge in there, I need to merge in there. And that's always been what it was. But for me, there's never really been that connect. There have been connections, don't get me wrong, and I still have some of those connections there. But at the same time, it's kind of like those connections are going their way, and I need to go my way. You know, even though we're still gonna meet at the end, whilst I'm going my way, I need to feel connected to something. And I felt lonely for a very long time. And as a male, it's like no one really cares. You're on your journey, keep doing what you're doing. Whether it's not having women around, cool, that's one thing. And not having your people around, cool, that's another thing. Understanding that no one's gonna come on this journey with you, that is all there. And these things are just you gotta think about it. And well, you do think about it. And what kept me up, I remember the longest time was pretty much, you could say, keeping busy. Keeping busy. That's what kept me from feeling lonely, being busy. I know that's not the best way to do it, but at the same time, that's the reality of it. But I wasn't just busy doing anything random. I was busy working on my graft. I was busy doing stuff like this, these videos. I used to do loads of videos on Instagram. Every day I would release videos on Instagram for a year, I believe it was. Every day for a year, I'll be recording, writing up subtitles, putting the videos out. And this was consistent, you know? Alongside that, I was doing courses to get into the coaching thing. And throughout that whole process, I just felt occupied because I knew there was a mission. I knew I was after something. And in that, I kind of just felt connected to something. And throughout this process of becoming a coach, moving into this, the whole feeling is liberating, because it's you're doing something for a reason, for a purpose. And with that, what I recognize is it's all about building a structure. It's all about building a structure that you own, you're comfortable with. It's like it's your own world. You're living in your own world. You're creating that. Yeah? So when you begin to create your own world, what happens is things happen how you want them to happen. You don't feel lonely anymore because you're in control. Yeah? And you know yourself, you're connected to yourself. And a lot of the time when loneliness pops up and arises, you got to recognize that it's to do with you not feeling connected to the outside. But that's not even the main priority. The priority is you being connected to you. Because that's where the main control comes from, where the main power comes from. And that's what I realized when I was building everything that I was building, when I was making these videos. I was busy all the time, and I was focusing on what I wanted to do, and therefore I felt like some sort of accomplishment. And what I realized by doing that is that it's not even about the accomplishment, the feeling that's coming. It's recognizing that I'm doing something that I like to do. So why don't I just build a life around things that I like to do? And it's that simple, you know? So the more that I began to build, the more comfortable I found. And it's kind of like you're building a structure that allows you to not only enjoy it, but feel comfortable in it, you know? So there's the two. Like, even though there's going to be moments where you do feel uncomfortable, but you know that, cool, this is what I'm building, this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to do a good job at it, you know? So it's all about you making sure that you build something that's going to be sustainable long term. Because I'm telling you, it can get deep, it can get dark if you're not active. And if you are in this lonely place right now, my question to you is that what can you do right now that you will enjoy? Like, what can you do that you can do for a long period of time? And it's just finding something to just keep you active. It's not about anyone else. Forget everybody else. Like, what can you do that you will find enjoyable? And that's not watching Netflix or watching any porn or anything like that. It's things that you can create. What can you create? What can you build? What can you design? Where can you go? Like, it's things, it's exploring. It's exploring you. Yeah, not exploring stuff from the outside. What can you do? What can you build? What can you create? What can you tap into that's new? And once you find that, things are gonna change for you. Yeah, that's literally all. Yeah, if you're currently experiencing loneliness as a male, don't stress, don't panic. Just recognize there's time to connect with you. Yeah? Connect to yourself. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure that you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of the future videos. And having said that, I will see you again shortly. Blessings.